Colin, thanks so much. And coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from fans who are already starting to tailgate for that big game. The festivities well underway. There's great news for dozens of local nonprofits. Today they got big checks from the Community Foundation for the CSRA, the foundation so generous year after year. News Channel 6's Mary Calkins has more.
Over 140 nonprofit organizations applied for grants through the Community Foundation of the CSRA. 50 were selected, and one of those nonprofits is Augusta Boxing Club. That club has been keeping kids off the streets and building confidence in the ring for 45 years. Now Augusta Boxing Club will receive more than $11,000 to continue the after-school program working against crime and drug abuse in teens.
I actually cried when I saw the letter come through, the email come through, because it's such a blessing.
Tiffany Cannon says grant money makes all the difference coming after more than a year in pandemic when funding has been hard to find.
We've been hit hard with COVID. We've lost kids, so now we have funds so we can be able to probably get those kids back in there now and say, hey, y'all come with us. We got you. We're here to support you. We're not going to let you go.
And they're just one of 50 local organizations making a difference. Project Refresh is using its $15,000 grant to bring mobile shower units to Augusta's homeless population.
For the community to come alongside of us and realize this is a need and you guys can meet it was really humbling to us. Our hearts are really to serve the homeless population here and to really get in the ditches with people and to find ways to facilitate dignity and hope for people that often go unnoticed and unseen.
This year, the Community Foundation is providing more than $600,000 to CSRA nonprofits, with each organization meeting different needs in the community.
We're just so grateful that we're able to get this, and we'll use it for cancer fighters around this area and beyond.
Since 1997, the Community Foundation for the CSRA has been investing in area nonprofits that work toward bettering the community.
This program is primarily funded by the Masters Tournament, and they put the gas in the engine. So they make sure that our staff has the resources that we need to make these sound, incredible, inspirational investments in our community.
We'll have the full list of recipients on Wjbf.com. In Augusta, Mary Calkins, WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, here we go, you guys. Ryan, thanks. Well, there is a lot of road construction on our local roads these days. I'm sure you've noticed it. Projects that will produce a smoother commute, sure. But right now, they could delay emergency response times. And whether there's an emergency or not, those first responders always have to obey the traffic laws. We talked to Captain Randall Norman with the Burke County Sheriff's Office. He says there is usually a delay in response times when there's heavy construction and traffic. He also says there are ways that we can all help with the response time when we're driving.
I would always encourage for individuals that are driving or operating their vehicles to always be aware of their surroundings. We all like to enjoy loud music sometimes in our vehicles, but, have your music at a moderate level. Ensure that you have very little to no distractions while you're operating your vehicle, obviously.
Captain Norman also says try to use your hands-free devices at all times. He says those simple rules really go a long way to limit your distractions just in case an emergency vehicle is approaching. Doctors at the Medical College of Georgia taking their skills all over the world right now. For years, they've traveled to underserved countries to train doctors and nurses. They've had to do that virtually, though, for the last 2 years. Today, they train dozens of people from Ghana. News Channel 6's Chloe Salsameda takes us inside the course.
And responding to your medications and your treatment.
Dr. Mary Arthur is an anesthesiologist at the Medical College of Georgia. She grew up in Ghana and recognized that healthcare workers there could benefit from more training.
Ghana doesn't really have a structured critical care residency or fellowship training. And so we have internal medicine physicians and other physicians who kind of step in and help with critical care needs.
This week, MCG took their expertise to Ghana virtually. Dozens of healthcare workers tuned in to watch as doctors in Augusta demonstrated how to care for patients with life-threatening injuries and illnesses.
This is to teach people who are not experienced with ICU-level care to get more familiar with and manage a critically ill patient.
Monitoring vitals and demonstrating on mannequins, all to make these healthcare workers more comfortable in high-stress situations. when a person's life is on the line.
This provides the opportunity to apply the knowledge that they have already learned.
When you look at this case,
MCG has taken this course all over the world.
We've been to Pakistan and we've been to Nigeria.
And they have more places on their list.
We're also going to go to Haiti, and I think there's more to come.
As long as there's a need, they'll keep teaching.
We'd love to do this.
In Augusta, Chloe Salsameda, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Oh, here we are now, just a few days away from the